coming from a live ostrich.
Hi, so I think I accidentally deleted the intro for this video, and I don't remember what I said in the intro for this video, but basically, long story short, I'm seeing Silverstein today, along with Greyhaven, Broadside and Real Friends, and it's a concert vlog. We've been through some of these already. I think you get the gist of it. I have about 30 minutes before I have to go downstairs and watch the dog, at least for a little bit, because I should be waking up my brother, and he's gonna watch the dog today, hopefully. So for breakfast, I have what I like to call Shrinkonomics cookies. I'm only having 2, don't worry, I know I'm a diabetic. I call these Shrinkonomics cookies because you used to be able to get like a big case of them for the same price. And I'm gonna have a soda because for the rest of the day, I'm gonna be water maxing. My dad's bringing me to the show, but I'm going to the show alone. He's gonna be waiting in his truck. So if I need water, I'm on my own. And my plan is at least to be up front for the first 3 sets, and then after Real Friends leave the pit, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, buy merch, etc, etc. Anyway, let me give you a little bit of a backstory about this show, because there's always a backstory. The tour was announced in January, give or take, I think, and I wasn't a fan of any of these bands, and I like posted on Twitter like, oh my god guys, like please don't let me become a fan of any of these bands, because I probably wouldn't have been able to go to the show, and then it would have been disappointing seeing these bands pass by Albany. Even after the show, like if I became a fan, I'd be like,
oh man, like Broadside was just in Albany and I didn't get to see it.
You know what I mean? And then one day, probably like late January, early February, I think, I was like itching for new music, and a Broadside song came on shuffle because I had like a big playlist of like a bunch of bands I'd never really listened to, and Broadside was in that playlist, and a Broadside song came on shuffle. I think it was Dancing on the Ceiling, but I could be wrong. And I'm like, oh shit, like I think I need to listen to this band and have them become my entire personality. I think it was like almost exactly a month ago. I'm like, well, the concert's coming up, I should probably get to listening to the other bands. And that's what made me fall in love with Real Friends. Let me share my fit, and then I need to eat my breakfast. Shirt and shorts, I think, are from Shein. The t-shirt, I made it. Casually drops my overshirt on the floor. The back says Real Friends, and after Broadside set, because Real Friends is after them, I'm gonna turn the shirt around. And the shoes, I'm pretty sure from Temu, they were a Christmas gift, but you can get a pair exactly like them at Walmart. Did somebody hear me? Did somebody hear me talking to the vlog? Good morning. My brother won't wake up, so I'm stuck with the dog. Therefore, I'm gonna blast the new Broadside song until he's sick of me.
This is a nightmare. Everyone's staring, I swear. I think they know, I think they know, I think they know. I don't belong here. Everyone's staring, I swear. What do they know? Do they know why I feel so alone?
I let the dog out because I screamed at my brother, so he went back to sleep despite me, which honestly, fair, but now I'm stuck with her. It's freezing outside. I'm really hoping it warms up by the time it's time to leave. But the good news is we're getting pizza before the show, and I managed to get a $60 order down to 35 bucks. What I eat in a day as somebody who is protein maxing for a concert, we've got a protein yogurt. I always worry that my blood sugar is gonna go wonky during a show. It tastes like garbage, by the way. Berry flavored, it tastes like medicine. Honestly, I'm normally fine during shows. If anything, like my blood sugar is high, but since I'm going to be at this show like completely alone, like I have one Twitter mutual that I know is gonna be there, but like I'm not gonna have anyone right next to me that can like immediately help me, so like I want to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Stay smooth.
Brother took over the dog, so I'm basically gonna chill for like an hour and a half, edit what you just saw. And then at like noon, 12:30-ish, I'll end up doing my makeup. And then we're gonna leave at like 2:30. Doors are at 6, so like, I'm really hoping I can get somewhere close to the front.
They're on an island. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're on an island?
Yep, cartoon. I can't give you anything other than that they're on an island. There's a title sequence in front of it though. That's all I'm gonna give you now.
I don't know this one.
Total Drama Island.
Oh, that used to be my favorite one too. Get ready without me. So here's the makeup. I decided to go relatively simple for jewelry because I felt like the makeup was already all over the place. Oh, so I painted my nails. I don't know if I showed you guys. So yeah, that's the look. What time is it? It's like 1, I think. Almost 1, so I'm leaving in like about an hour and a half, give or take. Okay, so I don't want to use any more of my camera batteries, but this is something I completely forgot to tell you guys. I have meet and greet for this show. I'll probably put my meet and greet picture with Silverstein in the thumbnail. And I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I bought meet and greet because originally it was supposed to come with a set list and a vinyl of Skin and Bones and Confession, and those were like the two Silverstein songs that like really hooked, like I got really hooked on before I bought the VIP. So I'm like, oh, what a coincidence. I don't know if I'm getting a set list anymore, which kind of sucks, but I'm getting meet and greet. And it's crazy because I literally know, like, next to nothing about this band, so I've been freaking out about that, like, all week. Let's pack my bag, and then the next video after this should be me leaving because I don't think I have anything else to say. What do I need? I need insulin. I need camera battery. I'll hold my camera. Phone. I need my watch. I need insulin. I need my phone charger. This is all over here except for the insulin. Phone charger, watch. Camera batteries are still charging, so I'll leave those in there. Wallet. That's important. I want to buy merch. And I need my ID for the show. This is going to be my first show without X's on my hands because I'm 21. That's kind of crazy. Obviously, I have my phone, camera. Ooh, I need glucose tablets, pen caps, insulin, protein bars, pen caps. I need sodas, but oh shit, the fridge isn't full. I hope there's cold sodas downstairs. Just in case I forget the third one. That means I'll have 3 with a full battery. Because there's one in the camera. I'll just throw that in the bag so I know that I have it. Okay, there's those. And I think I should be all set, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. I was sitting and waiting in the truck and everything, only to find out that my SD card was still in my computer. But anyway, we're leaving! Want to say something to the vlog?
What's up, vlog?
Google Maps has told my dad that there's police ahead like 5 separate times.
I knew I had to get over in this lane.
Dad almost took exit 5. We do it every single time. We're supposed to take 4B, and every time we forget that we have to merge to the left.
Do we want to go to Boston or do we want to go to Buffalo?
I want to go to Albany to see Silverstein. I got here 2 hours early, and there's 1 person in line. Like, I'm flabbergasted. I am appalled. Tell me why I'm literally recording my own vlog, but when Kyle from Real Friends interviewed me for their vlog, I just malfunctioned. I just stopped talking.
Circle going, you better stop. One more night, can we get one last time to feel it like we felt before? Who got a drink? Hold that shit up in the sky right quick. My sippers, it's good to see y'all.
You're the reason why
second option. Like a key under the mat. Are my emotions hard to read? Seems I'm good at hiding.
Silverstein and I told Shane that I liked his song with Ezra, and dude had no clue what I was talking about. I'm doing this recap ASMR version because my parents moved down the hall. They used to be downstairs, and my mom works in the morning, so I gotta be as quiet as possible. I think the first thing that happened when I got there right now my shirt's on the Broadside side, but I did turn it around for Real Friends. And I'm like, Kyle, I told you I turned my shirt around. And he saw it and he gave me a high five. ASMR. I'm pretty sure Pat from Broadside was at the merch table like the entire night, but I wasn't like 100% sure if it was him, and I would feel awkward going up to him and asking for a picture if it wasn't him. I didn't meet anyone from Broadside tonight. I was really hoping I would meet Ollie from Broadside and or Cody from Real Friends, which when I was in the VIP line, Cody walked by and I wanted to ask him for a picture, but the security was being like very strict and I didn't want to leave the line. Anyway, then it was Silverstein's set and I fucking crowd surfed. Skin and Bones was the song that they started with, which I thought it was gonna be Confession then Skin and Bones, but either way, got like past the bridge. Like it was right after the video I recorded of me like singing along to the bridge, and I'm like, fuck, I want to crowd surf. I go over to my friend Rachel, they're the best. I'm like, can you watch my stuff while I crowd surf? And she was like, yes, yeah, totally. So I put my stuff on the ground and I just fucking go for it, and I was like really awkward because it was my first time crowd surfing, so somebody was like, make sure you go into the crowd where it's like it's more saturated because it's like very spaced out here, and I'm like, okay, got it. And then I found people that were willing to lift me up, and I'm like, shit, what do I do? Like, this is my first time crowd surfing, I don't know what I'm doing, but it was so fun, and I'm really hoping there are videos of it, or at least one video of it somewhere so there's proof. But I did that shit and I'm so fucking proud of myself for doing it. And then honestly, I spent a majority of Silverstein's set buying merch and then texting my dad because it went a lot longer than I was expecting it to. I thought about hitting Kyle from Real Friends with the Uno reverse card, like going up to him with my camera since I'm doing my vlog, being like, Kyle, is there anything you want to say to the camera? First of all, I don't think I was feeling that bold. I don't think I would have done it. But second of all, as soon as I thought to do that, he had walked away anyway. I'll show you the merch I got after I tell you about my VIP experience, because it was kind of weird, but also like it was organized at the same time. So, well, Silverstein, like they said, this is gonna be our last song. So I texted my dad. I'm like, okay, they're playing their last song. They had like a 5-song encore. After the encore, and it was actually their last song, security was like, okay, if you're VIP and you have a lanyard, get in line. Which this thing was, sorry, just double checking it was recording. It was buried under my Real Friends merch, so I had to dig through my bag to find it. Which they gave me my tote bag at the beginning of the night, which kind of sucked. But they had us all line up, and the first thing they did was they set up a table, and they had each of the members of Silverstein sit at the table, and as you went up, you could talk to them. They could sign whatever you wanted them to sign, etc., etc. So after that, you'd go to the back of the line, and when that was done, they would take away the table. They would have the guys stand against the backdrop and take the picture. Through the line, the first time I told Shane, I'm like, I love your song with Ezra. I don't know, that's like so random, but I love your song with Ezra. And he was like, what? Like, Ezra? Like, I don't remember that. It was just a feature. Like, dude, probably, like, he ended up saying this, but he probably did it and forgot. The fact that he, like, didn't remember had me thinking, is this the wrong guy? And I said, I'm like, are you not Shane Told? It was really embarrassing, but they were actually pretty cool guys. So then I went around the line a second time. We got the picture. They let me give them hugs, and that was pretty much my night. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting to say, but you know what? Honestly, there probably is. Tiffany squeezed this clip wherever you may please. I said in one of my makeup videos, like, wouldn't it be funny if the person in front of me at VIP was like, oh my god, like, I've been a fan for yada yada yada, blah blah blah. That literally fucking happened, because the person in front of me was like something like, oh, this is my 15th time seeing you, and then I go, and this is my first time. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the merch I got, but to start, I did get a Silverstein set list with my VIP, and I had them sign. The thing is, I left it in the truck, and it is 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going back down to grab it until tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it in the thumbnail or something, but it's just a set list, and they signed it. How am I gonna do this? I should probably get off camera, sort, and then come back. Well, now I'm upset. The Real Friends merch person gave me a free bumper sticker